Toledo is known for many things, glass blowing, the largest mural in the country, but one tradition that Toledo holds near and dear to its heart is disappearing before our very eyes. That is until 3 Millennial restaurant owners took it upon themselves to revitalize this eclectic art form.
We talked about making this a live music venue because of what it used to be. And then the jazz thing kind of happened organically.
Toledo has such a rich history of jazz and jazz musicians and a jazz culture in our tradition. And we wanted to do our best to match that caliber of talent, match that caliber of quality. And what we are really trying to honor is the history of jazz, the history of Toledo jazz.
Anything that can help strengthen our music scene around here as far as people networking with each other, cutting their teeth if they're just getting started, or maybe they're coming out looking for a band. So to be able to have a stage to bring so many people together that may otherwise not have crossed paths is only going to do good things for the Toledo arts community.
Jazz is back in the Glass City, and judging from the response, it's a welcomed addition to Toledo's nightlife.
A couple of our regular customers that have connections with the jazz community, we started talking about it. We met to see if it would make sense. We kind of put some feelers out to local musicians, and it was like a no-brainer and just kind of blew up. And ironically, it blew up, like you had mentioned, Ottawa Tavern and Lucille's. It kind of all happened around the same time, and there's plenty of room for jazz to come back to downtown.
It's everything for me, really. That's so much the heart and soul of this place, building from the ground up a music scene and a community. And everybody's got to start somewhere. And now that there's a stage and a place for kids to come out and really see what some of the older, more experienced musicians can do, and try their hand at it as well. That's really the heart and soul of my Ottawa Tavern, for sure.
Building on the culture that I grew up on, and many of these people in the community who grew up going to Murphy's and remember those days, grew up going to Rusty's and remember those days. Each of those clubs have their own personality. And so what we've tried to do is, kind of mesh those communities together, those temperaments, with regards to jazz, and, bring that spirit back here.